case you were wondering what the large construction site outside the library is, it is the new Learning Resource Centre, otherwise known as the LRC. What is the LRC, I hear you ask? Well, this is what you are about to find out. We're joined by Jonathan Richards, who is the Deputy Director for Projects at the University. Thank you for joining us. And well, could you just tell us really what the LRC is?
Well, I must say it's a pleasure to talk to you today. Really, the LRC is all about multi-purpose, multifunction building that's being built right in the middle of campus for the use of students. It's predominantly an extension of the library, and that's why that's where it comes from. But it also has other functions within it.
But fundamentally, why is it being built? Is there not sufficient facilities at the moment on campus?
Fundamentally, the library is small by benchmark standards. So we do need, and I think students will back up the contention that it is really difficult to find a space to study within the library that we currently have.
The company Volker Fitzpatrick are in charge of the construction of the LRC and have been on site for a month now. I went along to find out what they were up to. Volker Fitzpatrick are currently building the pile caps. This is a pile cap. It sits on top of a pile which is a column driven into the ground. These make up the foundations of the building to come. So the next stage is for lots of lorries with lots of concrete in them to come along.
Correct.
And just pour everything over the top. Yeah. Okay. When it comes to noise, is this the noisiest part of the building process?
Yeah, this is the noisiest part of the building process, sort of going into the ground and then coming out.
So, what is involved in the construction of the LRC? Well, so far, the piles have been poured into the ground. Pile capping is now in progress, after which the ground beams will be laid down. This will complete the foundations of the building. After that, through the summer, the columns and floor slabs will be added. The ground floor will include the bookshop, amigos and a communal seating area. The first and second floor will be the library space, which will be very similar to Splash. The third and final floor will be the new languages department. By the time university opens for the next academic year, the roof and outside of the building will be complete, leaving the inside of the building to be worked on up to Easter 2011. The final fittings will then be installed up to the opening of the LRC, which is programmed for the end of summer 2011. The price tag of the LRC is £13.2 million. But is money really the only cost? Have you come across any challenges in this whole process?
We are building right next to an existing library. We're building next to a lecture block and the residences. And our major concerns has been to work within the university calendar in terms of disruption. So to try and minimise the effect by, for example, the major foundation work was undertaken in December and to complete it before the examination period in the end of January. And one of the primary reasons for me talking to you is to spread the word about what we're doing, why we're doing it, so that there's a little bit more understanding when we have to put in place constraints on how people walk about and where they go, and when there's some noise and what that means. We looked at the building that was on that on that site at the time, which was a mix of shop, Rush's restaurant and a laundrette. Obviously we needed those facilities looking forward to be re-provided elsewhere, and so we have put obviously a temporary shop in BB. The laundrette's gone into AA, and Rush's, we've invested in Hillside to replace Rush's.
So, £13.2 million, a rather costly project, but one which could make a real difference to your student experience. So is it worthwhile? Well, time will tell.